Hello everybody, my name is Kira King, and today I'm going to be taking a trip down memory lane to when Tophia was stalking her friend, aka Friendchu. Now, this is not Stalker. I'll do a Stalker video later, but today I'm going to be focusing on the friend she was stalking. I think the first shelter after Brother Chu was shot. The channels that archived the events happening during that time are no longer here, so I couldn't find the original archive. So the clips and the videos I found here, I found on channels that were talking about the situation. So I'll be taking the clips from them and I'll be putting their channels in the description. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it's not too much of a mess because again, I'm getting clips from a bunch of videos. So yeah, hope you enjoy.
So, somewhere a security lied to my friend and told my friend that I pulled up. Basically, this to me, that sounds loco. That sounds loco in the cabeza. Like, seriously, loco in the head, crazy in the head. I'm not saying my friend that said it was crazy in the head. I said, what I'm saying is the story that the security concocted is crazy. That's what? To literally say that I pulled up in an Uber just to get down and ask a question at the front door and leave is an insane, it's wild work. Well, I was sitting here live for 2 hours and 8 minutes.
First off, why would a security guard need to lie about you? Like, what did you do beforehand that the security guard needed to lie to this person about you being there? That makes no sense unless you did something that the security guard was told ahead of time to be like, hey, watch out for this person. It just makes no sense. Why would a security guard just lie?
I don't know what kind of a person, especially if they're your friend, would think you would do anything like that. I do have money, but I gotta pay my storage. I don't have the money to be paying whatever money it costs to go anywheres.
Maybe your friend realized that you're the kind of person who doesn't respect boundaries and kind of wants some space from you. Maybe that's why. Also, where is this money coming from? Like, shouldn't that be, I don't know, used to be saved for Brother Chu's burial, quote unquote?
I'm not talking bad about them, but like for a whole week we didn't talk, right? Because I was like, oh, you know what? Every time I message every day, I understand they're busy. They can't talk all the time, so I wait a whole week. Then they were like, oh, I thought you were busy doing all this stuff. That's why. I'm like, no, because every time I message you every single day, it becomes an issue. And then you start getting mad and saying things that, like, I have no control over. It's just like, okay, well, then I don't message for a whole week. When I get excited about things, too, like, oh, I want to do this or this, and then I talk, it's just like, you're saying too much. You need to say, like, I'm like, well, I wasn't trying to. I was just really happy.
I don't know about you guys, but basically not texting someone for a week because they said, hey, stop texting me all the goddamn time doesn't sound like an unreasonable request, especially if you're like, I don't know, adults. Like the way she describes it as when her friend was like, hey, give me some time and don't message me all the time. She sounds like a moody child or a moody teenager who's like, no, I want your attention now.
I feel like it's a whole isolation thing. They're trying to isolate them from having friends, as well as social media is trying to isolate me from having friends. I already know that. It's a whole isolation thing. I don't understand why you want that person to be miserable so bad. I don't want them to be miserable. And there was some other stuff that I heard that really upset me, because if they had told me, I could have helped. I could have stepped in.
I think the reason why your friend isn't telling you about very personal issues and problems she's having in her real life is because she knows you have a big mouth and you'll say anything on your TikTok, so she's afraid that you might spill it. And also, who wants her to be miserable? We don't know about her. You're the one bringing her up.
Like, I was supposed to get a message back because I was like, hey, I wanted to show my receipts because I have the receipts from the last lift I took. The last lift I took, I had to take it because I missed the last bus to get back where I needed to get to. So that's what I did. and I took a lift. And that was from where I was at to where I needed to go. And that was on October 7th. And I have the receipts. I was going to show the receipts where I went to Whataburger and map out everything about where I went.
Okay, call me a bit conspiratorial, but like the fact that you need to prove to this person that you weren't at their place and you'd need like evidence to show them shows that this person already didn't trust you. So something else could have happened that made her believe the security guard over you.
Security cannot be trusted. Like, if that's the case, I should be like, well, have them pull up the cameras. Tell them to pull up them cameras, and then they'll show you. You guys know that I was live here. I went live yesterday when I received that message. And I literally have the screenshots. And I think it's someone that knows me that's against me, because I was talking to my other friend online. And I said, yeah, I think they know me. I think they're just trying to pull some shit. And I don't appreciate that at all.
So that's it from the portion I got from Major Chilla. Again, I'll link his video in the description. And next is this short that I found on TikTok.
Worrying is not stalking, considering the fact of all the issues they have. That's not stalking. I have a right to worry. Stalking is a whole other thing. Like, stalking everything they do, knowing everything they do, where they go. Like, you have to know the difference between stalking and worrying. I can't bring personal stuff to social media, so I can't say everything that I know that's going on, but I do have a right to worry. Just like anybody else. If someone showed up for me because they were worried for me, why can't I be worried for them? And it's not stalking. And I appreciate it because it shows that people really do care. And I can't be that person that's like, well, you know what, F it. No contact, no nothing, like, go away. Like, don't ever, talk to me, or the case may be. Well, how am I stalking if I'm worried about myself and my living situation? I'm not investing my time in stalking someone that I care about. That doesn't make sense, considering the fact I don't stalk people. And if it was an attractive person who was actually stalking someone, you would say that was cute. But yeah, it's because pretty privilege is really a thing, and it's because I'm not attractive that you think I'm stalking someone. I don't stalk them at all. Like, not even in the slightest. So that's what people have said. There has been people that have stalked somebody that has been attractive, and they're like, oh my god, that's cute, even though it's creepy, and they are a stalker. I've seen it before.
Tophia, if you actually were worried about your friend, you wouldn't bring up the fact that they have issues on your social media. You know the kind of people who watch you. You know the kind of audience you've cultivated. And you know the kind of sick and demented shit they will do to you. Imagine if they found out about your friend. So you saying you're not going to bring personal stuff into this, while you may not give names or locations, you still give people a hint about someone, and these people will do anything to find them. So you are indirectly putting them in danger because you need them to know you're thinking about them. And the only way you know how to is to put it on social media, which is really sad and very dangerous. Next is a snippet of this 7-minute video she made on her TikTok where she tells people that she's not a big fan of the stalker jokes, and given her expression and the way she's acting in the video, I'm guessing this friend found out about Tophia talking about them and is really, really upset with Tophia, and Tophia doesn't want to lose his friend, so she's going, hey, guys, stop it. Stop it now. My friend is mad at me.
So yes, I have this guy background, green screen. I actually took this picture. I take a lot of pictures of the skies. I look a mess because, I didn't get ready today. It's a lazy day. But anyways, safety reasons. I wanted to come on here and talk about something because this is something that is serious and I really don't like it. So making jokes, like being like, haha, she's stalking her friend, I don't like that at all. Unless you're in someone's situation to know what's going on and you're constantly being harassed, nothing about anyone's situation should be made into a joke. Like, ha ha ha, like people are laughing, but people's real lives are being affected. People are really being, like, out here, like, I'm constantly being stalked by people. It is not fun. It's mentally draining to have to deal with someone who won't leave you alone because they're following you everywhere. They're preventing you from even having a living or working or even, living a normal life. And for me, I just don't like the jokes. When I see what my friends go through, it's not funny. It's not okay to be sitting here, to be spreading this, because it's not helping the situation. It's making it worse, especially in my situation. And I don't think anyone's situation of being harassed should be taken lightly or be made into a joke. I'm just saying that because I don't care. Like, you could keep saying that all you want, but you're making like 100 emails a day, which is really weird to me how you have all that time. So it's like, well, you have all that time. I don't have all that time in the day to be constantly making emails and going to someone's live and then, keep constantly saying something. It's so annoying. Like, you keep constantly making these emails. Like, so many emails. And then you're like, well, you have all that time. I don't do that to people. It's not funny. It's not fun. When I see what people are going through, when I see what my friends are going through, it's very horrible situations. And I myself am going through a situation with people that follow me around everywhere. And it's not a good thing. It's not like, it's not a happy thing. I don't like it. It bothers me because whatever situation is going on with people is not to be made a joke or to be made funny. Like, unless you're in someone's shoes, you don't know how they're being affected. And for you to be making jokes really hurts me because it's not funny. I don't find anything funny. It hurts and affects a lot of people, and it doesn't help people. Like, I have to watch my back every time. People would be like, you're so paranoid. Of course, because if I don't watch my back, I could be put in danger. That's the situation I live in. I was in a carjacking. Of course, I have the PTSD. I gotta watch my back whenever I do something because it's dangerous for me. It's scary. I don't know. It's still an active investigation, so I don't know anything about the guy. But the social media could have sent him. They're saying like, oh, no, we're not behind it. But how do I know that when I've been getting threats? And the very same thing that people said to do was the same thing that happened to us. Shoot up his car, do this. We're going to pull her out of the window and you're going to watch. And the guy tried to pull me out of the window. These are things that I just have to protect myself. It's like, you make slight jokes about my depression and PTSD, but unless you've lived in my shoes, you don't know what it's like to get beat down or to have to watch your back and be terrified. Like, sitting at a bus stop and this guy had a manic episode and was like showing me like, this is my kid's wife, and people don't think that these are my kid's mother. And basically the poor babies were, I know what it's like because my dad had manic episodes. He was bipolar, so he was having a manic attack. And, at that time I had just freaked out because I heard pop, pop and thought I was being shot at. So, I was like not really shaken, but, my mindset was like, I'm being shot at. Oh my God, like, run. That's what I have to deal with in my life. And people don't understand because they will never get it. And they say, oh, well, you wasn't harmed as bad. If I wasn't harmed as bad physically, I was still harmed mentally. The mentality of that is still ingrained in my head. When I see people making jokes, I don't like it. I don't want any part of what's going on. I don't know anything that's going on. I don't have contact with anyone, but I'm sick and tired of people making jokes, especially even if I'm not talking to someone in a moment or I'm not friends with them. not okay to be making jokes, because literally it's horrible situations all around, and I don't appreciate that at all. And I'm gonna say it because I'm gonna speak up, and I'm sick and tired of having to tell people to stop. Like, my PTSD is up here. Every time I go somewhere, I have to literally make sure that I am safe. And that's the scary thing about it. Sorry, there's a wasp. That's the scary thing about it, is making sure that I'm okay, that I'm safe, that I don't want anyone to be put in danger. And that's basically it. That is all. I'm sick of it. Stop making the jokes. Be kind. If you can't be kind, then just block me. You don't like me, but you're in my live stream every day. Just please block me. Like, I'm trying to protect my peace, and I keep going off on people. It's hard not to, but I get frustrated. I'm sick of it. I'm tired. I'm done. Enough is enough. Respect people. Why do you expect to get respect if you don't give people respect? In order to get respect, you have to give respect. And clearly, if you don't like me, then just block me. You don't need to be making giggles or making things worse or harassing me all the time. I'm tired. I'm sick of it. It's mentally exhausting. Having to deal with people following me around all the time. Enough is enough. Please. And don't say get off the internet, because that's dumb. If I did that to you, then you would be like, leave me alone. Like, why are you doing that to someone? You wouldn't tell that person that I was doing it to get off the internet, which I would never do that to someone, but that's weird. Stop. Get some help. Because it sounds like some of you guys are putting your traumas onto others and then saying other people are putting their traumas onto you, when it's weird. Enough is enough. Please. Respect my boundaries. Thanks.
I know that was a long one, but I wanted to show you how she took the situation and made it all about herself. The first few minutes were about how the situation was affecting her friend, but after that, it was all about her. She talks about how horrible being stalked is, but she doesn't have the self-awareness to see that she's doing that to her friend, which is baffling. And also, her statement about not caring is kind of BS, because she made the video in the first place. And also, wanting people to respect you. Again, you need to give respect in order to be given respect. Tophia, you are the content creator. You should be the one who gives respect, and respect will be given back to you. You're the content creator. You should be leading by example. Next are a couple either TikTok stories or Instagram stories that kind of signal that the relationship fell through.
Someone not message you and not answer you, it hurts. Like, I just I want my friend back.
Next story are our texts, so I'm gonna struggle reading Tophia's really bad grammar. Sorry for the amount of mistakes that are about to happen. My hair feelings is missing pieces. I not doing okay, but I won't harm myself. It's tough to process. I miss people and being happy, making jokes, and just enjoying company. When did it get like this? Is it bad to care about and worry? That's what a good friend does. Tophia, a good friend doesn't try to emotionally manipulate another friend by making a social media post in bad grammar. If only things could be fixed and we were talking again. I miss you more than I should. Why does the affect me as much as it does? I see a photo in my phone or a memory that made me happy, got me through my brother's death. I know you probably hate me and you're mad. I'm sorry. I know y'all be happy if I was gone. Okay, to me, these posts don't say I lost my friend. These are very scorned lover. I miss you. I need you. I'll end myself if I'm not with you. Like, very obsessive, like to an almost gross degree. Now, this for the most part took place in October, but in December, when she was kicked out of that shelter and was moved into the current shelter she's in right now, she still brought her up. She still brought up Friendchu.
And use certain situations as an excuse. Like, say that I'm stalking someone I'm literally not stalking. Make that make sense because of a situation that I spoke up about. Because sometimes people, and this is what really pisses me off, if you really truly cared about someone, maybe you would be caring enough to think that maybe a certain situation will cause more problems for them than it would for you. That's why I spoke up about that situation, because I was pissed off about people lying on me, because it could affect my housing. It could affect a lot of things for me. But I had to be quiet because it was a huge thing where, like, it became, I couldn't even speak because the dangers. But I got pissed off. That's why I said what I said, because I'm not going to allow people to run around town and try to lie on me because they don't like me for whatever reason, and they want me isolated and to not have friends, and I'm not going to jeopardize my living situation for nobody. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it just because you may have pretended to act like you cared, but you really didn't. It's like, I'm supposed to sit here and lose all of my because some dumb idiot wants to lie on me? You're crazy. What's wrong with people? I was literally at a park having to talk to ACS for a freaking hour because people wanted to weaponize ACS and use them to harass me. But not only that, the lady at the community center was concerned because, yes, of what I was saying, which I do understand, and I was not being rude to her. I just didn't want to talk to anybody. That was it. That was all. I just wanted to go on live and talk. I just didn't want to talk with anybody. I shouldn't have to. But I don't know why people sit here and don't know all of the situation. Like, I'm not going to let anyone lie on me. I'm going to speak my mind. I don't care what it is. Like, you're making other people's lives a living heck just because someone wants to. It doesn't make sense. Like, this is crazy because this could affect my living situation and something needs to be done. Right? I could have, but I was like, nah, like, I'm so sick and tired of having to sit here and just do this because people want me to be quiet all the time. Even though I'm an open-minded and outspoken person and no one's going to tell me to shut up and sit down and be quiet like they try to do to women all the time. I'm so sick of it. I'm doing the best I can in my situation. I'm doing the best that I can in my situation, right? And it's jacked up that someone's trying to ruin my situation or whatever the case may be and try to isolate me. Whatever. I don't care. I don't need fucking friends at all. Okay. All right. Okay. Who gives a fuck? I'll die alone. I don't give a fuck. You think I can?
She's still definitely mad over a relationship that did not happen and was all in her head. And also, she was not quiet. We only found out about Friendchu because she did not shut up about this friend and showing how obsessed she was. So, yeah, Tophia, it's your fault it didn't work out, and you're being creepy and a stalker. And that's all I had to cover about Tophia today. I really wanted to go back to look at this piece of Chu history, and I enjoyed watching the videos to get this information. Again, I couldn't find the original VODs for these videos, so I had to go watch a bunch of other YouTubers who covered the situation. I'll be linking them in the description. And also, I apologize if the information is a bit all over the place, because I had to put these clips together using other channels' footage. I hope it wasn't too bad, and if you have any corrections to any mistakes I made, because I definitely made mistakes, feel free to tell me in the comments. I'll pin it, or I'll even make a short about the mistake I made. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.